This is 7 News with Chris Reason.
Good evening. The conflict in the Middle East has entered a dangerous new phase, with Israel launching a massive ground war on Hamas. 7 correspondent Mike Amor is on the Gaza border. Mike, how prepared are both sides for this war?
Chris, thousands of Israeli troops stormed into Gaza overnight, but after 8 days of airstrikes, Hamas was ready. I'm as close as the world's media can get to the battleground, where heavy fighting continues as we speak. In darkness, Israeli troops launched their ground assault on Gaza. They went in with tanks and helicopter support, flares lighting their way through the night. Israeli soldiers fought fierce battles with Hamas forces, killing dozens of fighters. Tanks aimed their guns at strategic targets, a fuel depot setting off a huge explosion. Israel says its mission is to take over sites used to fire rockets at its citizens. There are reports of civilian casualties. Paramedics say one tank attack killed a child and wounded 11 others. Hamas appears to be outgunned on land and in the air. But its defiant leaders have vowed to turn Gaza into a cemetery for Israeli troops. Your incursion into Gaza will not be a walk in the park, they warned. They claim to have killed 5 soldiers already.
Our aim is to force Hamas to stop its hostile activities against Israel.
Dawn over the battlefield that Gaza has become. You can hear the constant thud of tanks and heavy exchange of gunfire between both sides. Hamas may be overpowered, but it's not giving up. Palestinians have been expecting a ground invasion after 8 days of relentless airstrikes. Another Hamas leader was killed in a direct hit on his car. This man and his family must be counting their blessings. An Israeli missile which crashed into their house failed to explode. Just hours before the invasion began, a different message from the air. Leaflets warned Palestinians to leave their homes.
This is immoral, this is illegal, this is unacceptable, and the Security Council cannot continue to sit on its hands.
Now, Mike, just before we cross live to you, we could hear artillery fire in the background near to where you're standing. Just tell us, what is the situation there this morning?
Well, Chris, as you can probably see and hear, Gaza really is a region under siege. Tens of thousands of Israeli reservists have just been called up. But Hamas is not out of this fight. In the last 20 minutes or so, we've seen about 3 rockets fired back towards us. There's been an ominous warning from Israel's defence minister that there will not be a short or easy end to this fighting, Chris.
All right, Mike Amor, live on the ground there at the Gaza border. We thank you tonight.